Front and center is Mecole Hardman. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving.
It's the Vikings and the Packers, and it comes your way next.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaughan alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told them,
set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
and this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a former most valuable player in the National Football League, the always dangerous Lamar Jackson. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. first and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well outfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
6-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Packers are going to take over here up near the 40.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try to break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. Now, they picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And Jackson throwing once more. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. But the Vikings hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Comes the blitz as they look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Well, it's a Packers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football full half to be played. The play after through the raindrops, something good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception, and not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we hit halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
That's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? That's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one...
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that ball popped free. We could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now at Lambeau. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Again, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They'll set up a throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now here's a throw, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's That's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out comes Minnesota. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running point.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Holding offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So the final seconds have ticked away in this